The very first thing I should probably tell you is that this video is sponsored by my love for this game, okay? Every single match you play of Hunt, it tells a story, and every single one of them feels like an adventure to me. No, like, I'm so serious. There's this time where I went in with 2 friends. It was a nighttime map, and I had a kind of a sucky weapon for the nighttime map, and we're fighting these guys. One of my teammates dies early. While we're fighting them, this immolator, which is basically a lava zombie that's super fast, down the street hears the gunshots and starts aggroing in our direction. And as it's getting close to me, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. I try to get in cover and I can't shoot it or stab it because it'll explode. So I pull out my brass knuckles to try to punch it to death. Right as I go to punch it, the enemy team can see it because they were kind of fighting me, and they shoot the zombie, and it explodes, and it kills me. And we ended up clutching up. My teammate played really well, revived me right after they downed one of their teammates. We got up. Oh my gosh, it was just such a crazy match. And we thought we killed all of them, okay? But it turns out we didn't. We went around the compound, we got the clue, we were going to move on. And I was like, you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna go bring a lantern over to this guy, and I'm gonna light his body on fire because I don't want anybody to revive him if they're still alive. When I go over there, I see that they're alive. Their teammate already revived them, and then we got in a fight with them again. It was, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. There are so many things that make this game so good. Before I tell you about all those things, really quickly, let me just explain briefly what this game is for anyone who doesn't know. If you've ever heard of or played Escape from Tarkov, Hunt Showdown is pretty similar to it. They both kind of went into early access at the same time. Tarkov, I believe, is still technically in early access. But anyways, Hunt Showdown, it's like Tarkov, but with less extreme survival and inventory systems. And Hunt Showdown also takes place in the late 1800s, early 1900s in like Louisiana swamp areas. So completely different time period, completely different weapons and environment. And for me, I already have Destiny 2 as an inventory management game. So for me, it's nice not having that in another game that I play. I know that some people absolutely love the complexities and the intricacies of Escape from Tarkov, but for me, having that in multiple games that I play just takes up too much time and is a little bit too stressful for me. The sound design in Hunt Showdown is absolutely insane. They used a lot of binaural recording to accurately tell you how far away and in which direction a sound is coming from, whether it's a gunshot, it's birds, it's monsters, zombies are going around. You can really accurately tell which direction things are, what they are. It's so insane. And using headphones like this game, no game has felt so fine-tuned in the audio department, in my opinion, in my experiences. Alright, time for a brief rundown of Hunt Showdown's gameplay loop. You pick a hunter, but you also listen to that sweet lobby music on your way. You can jump right in, or you can equip different gear to your hunter using hunt dollars. You earn hunt dollars by just playing the game. You can loot them inside of a match, you earn them by extracting, you can loot them from enemy players that you've killed. It's just the in-game currency that is completely free. You can invite a friend, you can go in solo, or you can look for teammates that are randomly matched to you. It should be noted that the bounty hunt mode, which is the main mode, is a team mode. So if you go in solo, you will at least be matched with duos, and you can also opt into teams of 3 being in your match. And when you go in solo, you get an underdog bonus for being matched against duos, and an additional bonus for being matched against trios if you choose to do so. You can also go in as a duo. Once you load into the match and it starts, you can use dark sight to find clues around the map. They're these little like blue lights or butterflies or whatever. head to those, interact with the clue, and it will black out your map so that you can find the boss. This is not like battle royales where the zones close off and eventually aren't explorable. This is more just narrowing down the locations where the boss can possibly be. You can always explore anywhere on the map at any point in the match. When you find the boss, you can kill it, and after you do that, you banish it, and then once it's banished, you can grab its bounty tokens and head to an extraction point that is at the edge of the map and get your hunter out of there safe. Once you're back in the lobby, your hunter will level up as well as your bloodline, which is basically your account level. Another crazy thing is, when you're playing the main mode bounty hunt, the game feels completely different in my opinion if you go in by yourself, if you go in with a duo, if you go in as trios. All three of those experiences feel so different to me. When I go in by myself, I try to tell myself, you know what, I'm going to be aggressive, I'm going to be confident, I'm really going to do, I'm going to crush it, I'm not going to be scared of anything. And when I get into the match, I'm running and I'm running, I hear one sound and I instantly just crouch and become paranoid, and I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to lose my hunter or its gear, and then I make mistakes that I knew I should have done, but I didn't, and then I die, and it's just crazy. And when I go in as duos, you gain some extra confidence by having a teammate because you have somebody who can watch your back, somebody who can watch a different angle while you're doing something, and it allows for a less, I don't know, panic-inducing gameplay, in my opinion. It's super fun, though. It's super fun. And when you go in as trios, you got two other teammates. You're not really too worried about much. You're going in, you're making noise, you're shooting your guns at whatever enemies. You're not really trying to be quiet for the most part because you're not too worried. You've got two teammates to back you up in case you make a mistake. And all three of those really create kind of a different game, in my opinion. It's crazy. I love this game, okay? This game has risk, it has reward, it's intense, and it's beautiful. Alright, I'm really going to try to speed through these because I know that your time is valuable and so is mine, and I gotta get you to buy this game as quick as possible. When you die in a match, your team can revive you, but it will permanently take away a health chunk from you. The only way to get these health chunks back is to kill a boss or to extract and use your upgrade points from leveling your hunter to buy it back. If your whole team dies and you don't extract, your hunter is permanently dead. Its gear, its perks, it's all gone. You'll have to recruit a new hunter. When you go into a match, you can find some weapons lying around, though it's not super common, and usually they're not like super insane weapons or anything. They're usually just a different variety of weapons. Maybe you went in with a rifle and you're finding yourself, you're going to be put into a situation where maybe a shotgun is going to be better suited, and you find a shotgun, pick that shotgun up, and, you know, very nice. You can also take weapons off of dead hunters, but they will be considered contraband, so you can't resell them once you leave the match. You'll be able to unequip them and equip them to whichever hunters you want and use them until you die, but that's it. Recently, Crytek added more lootable items in-game, which is super good, super fun. I enjoyed a lot. They added money bags, they added XP and upgrade posters, they added blueprints that unlock the next variant of whatever item you have equipped. They added gun oil to clean your guns just in case, you know, you died once and your weapon got all muddy and you want to clean it up. Before, they only had cash registers and golden cash registers. The golden ones gave you blood bonds, which are the game's premium currency. You could think of them like Fortnite V-Bucks, where you basically can buy character skins or weapon skins. As you level your account, new items, new weapons, and new traits become unlocked. Most items have other variants that you can unlock as well, simply by using any variant of that weapon or item. When you reach Bloodline rank 100, you can prestige to unlock a random legendary skin. It could be a hunter, it could be a weapon, it could be a tool, and it resets you all the way back, like think super, old school Call of Duty. You can prestige up to 100 times. And there are some special unlocks at specific prestiges as well. Back to the gameplay. You don't have to kill the bosses. If you want, you can just hunt enemy players down and try to take their boss tokens before they leave the match. And what's really cool is Crytek has developed a really nice system that helps prevent campers while also allowing it to be a bit of a viable option. So check this out. When you're at the boss site, you can enter dark site to check the color of the blinking boss icon to the top left of the screen. If their enemy hunter's close, it will blink red, and if it's blinking white, then you're safe. Well, there could be hunters out of range, but they're pretty close, but as far as being within about 25 or 30 meters to the boss site, you're safe if it's blinking white. When you first pick up a bounty token, you get 5 seconds of enhanced dark sight, which is basically a version of wall hacks. You can use those seconds however you like, but you must be careful because you only get 5 seconds. You're going to want to use those to make a push on people who are camping your extraction or who are camping your exit of the boss layer. On the other side, once a boss has been banished and its 2 tokens are in the world, anyone in the match can look at their map and they can see these little lightning bolts right over where the token is, even if a player is carrying it. So if a team grabs a token and you're trying to chase them, you can kind of see which direction they're heading, and you can also use your dark sight to follow the lightning in the sky, because that lightning is giving you kind of a general direction of where they're at and where they're headed. Not quite as good as wall hacks, but it can get you in the direction of the bounty token holders. In this game, you can get poisoned, and you can get set on fire, and you can experience bleeding, all of which have items and traits that can ease those effects. A variety of explosive barrels are also placed around the map, so be cautious of your positioning. You can also place traps in the game. You can bring them in with you, and there are also some traps lying around each compound that you can pick up and you can place where you would like. Also, make sure you let your teammates know where those traps are, because there is friendly damage in this game, whether it's through gun or through trap, so let your teammates know. Remember back when I was talking about sound design? Well, they've also placed sound traps throughout the entire map. There are groups of crows or ducks, there are dogs and chickens that are in cages. When you get near these, they aggro and they'll fly away. People can see which direction the birds are flying, and they can know, okay, there's hunters in that direction. Let's, go hunt them down, or maybe we stay away from them. It's some really excellent design. As far as monsters go in this game, there is a good variety of monsters and zombies that have weaknesses and resistances to certain things, that look and sound specific ways, and it's so good. And by good, I mean it's a bit spooky. And since this game is set around 1895, the weapons that you use are quite old and nothing like the ones you use in most other shooters you've probably played. There's some rifles that can only shoot a single bullet before you need to reload. Most weapons reload 1 bullet at a time, though there are a couple that have a special clip type mechanic. There are also some crazy weapons that have axes or blades attached to them, and there's even an explosive harpoon launcher in the game. Almost every weapon has a bunch of variants to it that add scopes or blades or make a weapon more compact or silent. Oh, and you can also dual wield pistols in this game. Wow, but anyways, overall the game is so good. It's nothing like anything that I've really ever experienced in a game before. The environments are beautiful, the monsters are gross, and the weapons and the sound and the setting are super immersive, and I love it. Thanks for checking out this video. I make other content here on YouTube and on Twitch as well. I'd love for you to check it out. We also have a cute Discord community that you're welcome to join. All those are linked in the description below. Once again, thanks for watching this video. And supposedly you won't like or subscribe if I don't remind you, so here's your reminder. Thanks. Hope to see you soon.